And you can see right here, the left side of your screen, this big area that just hangs down from the storm, and now up to the current time, and it's broken up a bit, but nonetheless, look underneath the 3D portion at that hook on the ground, and Karen, as you know, that's a real good indication. That combined with what we're looking at here of the radial velocity mode showing us that tremendous amount of shear right around Piedmont and Vega Road, headed up towards Milner Crossroads. Those are the areas that are being hit with likely damaging winds and potential tornado touchdowns right now.
Yeah, we continue to monitor that area. Again, you are under this tornado warning until 1:30 in the morning, so you need to take a shelter immediately. Here's Milner Crossroads, Barnesville, Heritage Inn, and Piedmont. And then right just to the north of Piedmont, you got
what? We got a minute. She's good.
Area, so you need to take shelter immediately.
I'm just saying, let's just be ready. She's fine. She can lay there, turn her light off for a minute.
Areas to the east and northeast of this line need to be seeking shelter. It is south of the Griffin area, and we're looking toward McDonough now, still with this severe tornado warning. That continues to be in effect, but has moved off a little bit toward the east.
We're within about 20 minutes of having to get out here in the hallway.
Really
Kristen.
In there almost completely around McDonough, so technically still.
Come here for a minute. Learn something.
But wouldn't you say that things are much improved there?
Yes, they have.
This is history making right here.
One of major concerns still is to the south as we look toward the Barnesville area, virtually on top of Barnesville right now as that continues to move. You can see the areas of green and red very close together, indicating that circulation right in here, Brad.
Golly.
Yeah, so we're still talking a couple miles west of Barnesville. Approaching Milner Crossroads right now, up towards St. George's Episcopal School, perhaps just south of there, one of the areas that could be hit. So if you live in and around that school, you'll certainly want to seek shelter immediately. I do want to expand the view just to give everybody a good look at what else is going on across North Georgia right now. We still have the active warning up in the northeast corner of the state. The rotation with that has weakened a bit, but we are still seeing quite a bit of lightning there. So let's take a look at it passing south of Clayton. It's going to be moving across extreme southern sections of Raven County, Karen.
Yeah, we've got a lot of lightning here as well, and that's what some of these storms have had, tremendous amounts of lightning. But it's got a sheer 92-mile-an-hour wind, so this is a dangerous storm. It's got a BTI of 5, not like the one down to the south that is in at the 9.8, but we are looking at about 128, 29 strikes in the last 10 minutes. Very dangerous lightning here. Trees go down within these storms because not only of the lightning, but because of the strong winds. So this is a real danger here. It's got a width of about 9 miles. So folks, over Turnerville, it's over you now. You need to be in your safe shelter. In a minute, it'll be over Shirley Grove. So you need to be heading to your safe spot immediately. Tallulah Falls, 3 minutes from now. Tuckaloo, I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly, in 3 minutes. Battle Creek in 8 minutes. And Long Creek and Brasstown in 10 minutes. When these storms were just developing out to our west, we've been telling you here in the Severe Weather Center, you need to have an action plan. I hope you put that together and you're using it right now, and your entire family immediately heads to your safe shelter in your home. Back to the west, we still have some lightning just moving to the north of Dahlonega at this time, and it's just kind of moving past Jasper, so things will be settling down for you. Right over Canton, though, you've got some very heavy downpours there, some lightning in the area, and it continues back toward the Ackworth area. Strong winds, too, Brad. We've got some very close proximity.
They're getting back to it.
Yellow and the green, indicating we've got some very strong winds in this area at this time. We see just about ready to move into Woodstock.
Kristen, get that lamp.
Some heavy downpours, some really blinding rain as it moves on through. Not as strong and as active right at the moment in the Dallas area, and on the west side of this, things are calming down. And you're kind of in a bit of a break here for Marietta. Things have improved a bit toward the Douglasville area, but now from Jonesboro, in the heart of some very strong storms there. McDonough really in the thick of the heavy rain and a lot of lightning, and then still toward the Barnesville area. Look at this, Brad. You can see that little bit of a loop right
Boy,
there.
that's a textbook hook echo right
Yep,
there
there
near
it is, right there,
Barnesville.
right there, and maybe some hail in there. I don't know if anything's showing up on our 3D version of that.
Well, let's check that out. It is actually. Go ahead and pulling that up right now, and you can see that hook on the ground there,
right
and then
here.
up above it. Boy, just a pretty good indication of that descending reflectivity core.
Yeah, it's a dangerous situation. Everybody in this area. Look at how high we got, up to 40,000 feet, and we continue to see the action down on the surface with those strong winds, and there's that hook echo that you hear us talk about in these severe storms and the tornadoes. So that's a situation where the folks in this area need to be taking shelter. So let's take a look at some of the towns that are in the midst of this. Barnesville, virtually, it's on top of you. You need to be in your safe place right now. Here is that, wow, look at that. You can really see the, in our velocity mode here, the green and the red together so close.
That's another one that's going to pass over us.
Hook echo right in that area. And there's probably some hail in there, but is there some debris?
No, that's
maybe?
more likely debris there, right there in the
Debris.
apex of the hook.
Yep, debris right in here. So folks in Barnesville and Eldora, Gordon College areas, you need to be in
Kristen,
shelter right now as
you
the
up,
system
honey?
continues to move off toward the northeast.
Hi, baby. Shut that bathroom door and your bedroom door and come in here.
Crossroads right in the crosshairs of this lofted debris. That is very high reflectivity. That's what we kind of reserve for hail, actually. So again, as Karen pointed out, the hail signature.
Get that lamp, honey.
Lofted debris. Moving toward Eldora, we have Gordon College in the path, Barnesville, where State Highway 36 bypass, United States U.S. Highway 41. So
God, that's coming right at us.
Areas, please take shelter immediately. This is a large and possibly very damaging tornado that is moving to the northeast at about 50-55 miles per hour. So State Highway 36, all in the path of this large tornado. It has a tremendous circulation. This is the inflow. This is the air that's updraft. It's going up through the supercell, and the air is being just slammed down to the ground here. And that's where you see all the lightning just to the north of it. Here, the shear is at 115 miles per hour.
Oh, my
There's
God.
also a broad rotation in the mesocyclone that's below the supercell, where you have the rotation that is 6 miles wide. So you have a rotating thunderstorm with what's called a mesocyclone below that. And
You hear that, Nance?
we're seeing the lofted debris.
It's a 6 mile wide tornado.
So this is now 2 minutes from Liberty Hill. Johnstonville, 3 minutes from now, 4 minutes into Chapel, Unionville in 6 minutes, High Falls 7 minutes, 11 minutes into Blount, Indian Springs in 14 minutes. This is a tornado. It has a BTI index of 10.
Oh my God.
Warning, an active tornado.
Whew, that's a big old boy.
And points to the
Kristen.
northeast from here as we go through Forsyth over.
Come on, baby, come in
those
here.
areas that should be in the northern part of Monroe County.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is a highly developed storm system here that is a classic setup with a supercell that is now rain-wrapped. This is a rain-wrapped tornado just to the northwest of Barnesville. Brad, let's see if we can zoom down a little bit more. I want to show folks how far away it is from Barnesville. And there you see, so here's Barnesville right here. So just maybe not how many, but less than a mile. Very, very close to Barnesville. Please take cover immediately. You have seconds. You just have seconds now to get to a safe place. Now this is going to track to the northeast. And again, as we pointed out earlier this afternoon, these are capable of producing long track tornadoes. So now, if you live in Butts County, you have to get ready for this storm. I know it's the middle of the night. I know it's inconvenient, but you have to get ready. You need to go to your safe place in a matter of moments. We're going to track this for you. Good distance from the Butts County area, but be prepared in these areas. Now, we have Liberty Hill. Brad's outlining some of these areas. Unionville and High Falls, all in the path of the storm, along with Johnstonville. But again, this is one tornado that we have really confirmed that all of our sources here This is the classic hook echo. This is the inflow notch that's occurring here. This is rain that is coming out of the storm and wrapping right around the center of circulation. And this is likely debris that is being pulled up from the ground and lofted into the air. Brad, do we have any confirmation of that with our Storm Tracker 2 in 3D?
Well, I've been looking at it in 3D, and I'll show you what I've got here. We've got very good confirmation of that debris ball. Unfortunately, that means tornado likely on the ground. Check this out. There's Barnesville. You see it right there. You see that white spot just back towards the north and west as that tornado is passing now just north of Barnesville. So we'll take a look at that. And I'll strip away some of the outer layers and see if we can get an indication that as you and I are going to check this out together here, the possibility of some of that debris being higher up into the cloud. You can see there first that descending reflectivity core. You see the white ball of debris on the ground, and well, look at that. You can see that debris there aloft. So we're talking. That's this first line here is 10,000 feet. We're nearly halfway there. So I would estimate we're talking a good 4,000, 4,500 feet into the atmosphere. We have debris being sucked up by this tornado and thrown up into the sky.
That is not good news, and that is rather large debris as well to show up with that kind of a signature. That is a signature that we reserve for really the largest hail, the 4-inch hailstones. Again, this is not a good sign here. This is a lot of debris going up into the atmosphere at 5,000 feet. There's the descending reflectivity core. This is the actual tornado. We're glad we had the technology to bring this to you, but we just did not like the fact that we're looking at this when people's lives are in jeopardy here. This is a dangerous, dangerous tornado with debris lofted into the air now. So,
honey. No, not you. My other honey.
West, northwest of Barnesville. The hook echo is still showing up here. Lightning is still on the increase through Liberty Hill.
In a bag.
Falls. The inflow notch is occurring here. The rain is wrapping around the tornado. The wind shear is over 115 miles per hour.
Goodness gracious, what a tornado.
Below the supercell has a width of 6 miles. That is a rotating thunderstorm. The base of that is rotating, and that's a 6-mile width of rotation there. 1 minute from Johnsonville, Unionville, and 4 minutes. High Falls, you have 6 minutes. Not a lot of time to get to your safe place. 9 minutes in Blount, Indian Springs, 13 minutes, and beyond that, our updates here, we're just looking at the updated track forecast now. Flowvilla, 14 minutes, Sandy in 15 minutes. Again, the tornado is still showing up on the Doppler. It is a long track tornado. We have debris, very evident here, evidence on the reflectivity mode with purple, and this is in Barnesville, moving towards northern areas of Monroe County and also the southern areas of Butts County. So the projection here has it taking it towards southeastern Butts County. Jackson, we know we have a highly populated area here.
That one's going to miss us.
They pass to the south of you in the south.
That one should miss us.
So that could eventually roll into Jasper County. We're seeing very heavy rainfall, intense lightning also in the eastern part of Henry County, extending down to the eastern half of Griffin and eastern Spalding County. This is an area that has been just rocked over the last couple of hours, continues now to be heavily inundated with rain and intense cloud-to-ground lightning in some of these areas of location. So in Covington, as we head over toward Newton County, intense cloud-to-ground lightning, and that's mainly south of I-20 in the west and southwestern part of Newton County.
Glenn, we should point out here that Rockdale County was just dropped. The tornado warning for Rockdale County has been canceled, but as you can see there, it continues now in Henry and Newton counties.
Okay, Brad, take over there as I want to head back down to our Storm Tracker 2 in 3D. If we can take a look at that lofted debris, if it's still holding through.
Kristen.
Let's take a look, and let's, if we can, back it up in time a little bit to see the evolution of that as it is now moving down. Here it is. Okay, here's the
we got a tornado near, but they're focusing on this other one, so I don't know what they're saying. So you might want to come in here, honey.
There you see the rain wrapped around the center of circulation, which is right here. So
watch
right here. Brad will step it up a notch here as we go on through time. There it is. That's the descending reflectivity core, and that is the signature of debris on the ground there, and that debris was being lofted up in 5,000 feet into the atmosphere. Do you know what it takes to loft debris 5,000 feet into the atmosphere? That takes a very, very powerful storm, and that's what we have here in around Lamar County, over toward Barnesville, up toward Butts County. So again,